It's just me at the moment. Don't know if Ian or Ollie will be around, but hey ho. After doing that video of Genshin Impact, hey, might as well do some wrestling.
Is it done?
Yes, I know.
Is it on? Is it on? Is it done?
And we're doing this at the Big Mickey Dome.
Thank you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Canada, Victoria Styles. And her opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, K.T. Hill.
Ow!
Oh no, you dropped a biscuit. And right in the Mickey Dome. Such a noisy one. Ooh. Ooh, drop kick. There goes Kate. Katie, of course, not having a good time lately. Fails to win the TV title from Jade Byrne. That's why she's opening this match against Victoria, who hasn't really wrestled on the show in quite a while. Nicole calling the hit shots.
Mommy.
And there it is, a shining wizard. And she's got the Black Widow's submission in Katie Taffs.
Here is your winner, Victoria Styles.
Mom.
No. Let me take my dirty cup away.
Tag team title match. Upper class defending the titles against very familiar looking fellows.
going to wake up.
Well, you've had your nap at least.
Yep.
Number.
You're rolling the plate about like a wheel.
Apparently she's all into hitting everything with, a pan.
Mommy. Ow!
Really? You want to teach her to hit people with plates?
Ow! Ow!
That was a pat. That's super mega that's Little Dragon. And two other dragon people. Being told they're called Serpent and Worm. The lesser dragons. And the New Blood Tag Team Championship.
Prestigious Tag Team.
Let's see how the lesser dragons deal with. This very shiny man. I cannot do Little Dragon. There's a problem. Indeed. And I believe Serpent is really taking it to William Williamson. Oh, and Williamson with the Tiger Driver already. Well,
They're your tummy. Yummy, yummy tummy.
and into the corner. In comes Ivo.
Daddy's gonna get your tummy.
Ivo, the Boom Nonsense stronger. Dragons have themselves a real submission going on. But all for naught.
It's about. What? Cheese. Bat. Okay.
Ref didn't see the tag, but it's gonna count. go. And Williams is down. Good driver. Wow. And there's a second one. Boom. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicked out again.
Yeah.
1
This one's been going on for a while now. Suplex. And overhead belly to belly suplex. Well, the Dragons are putting up quite the show. One, two. Oh, who's going for it again? One, two. Almost. Jay and the Giants. What the hell?
No.
Well, they've got him up. They've got him up. Tally-ho! And the Dragons keep this one going. Been Pinky Ivo might have lost way too much blood.
One, two, yeah. Woo!
Nicole, calm down.
Please? One,
Upper class just barely pull that one off, defeating the lesser dragons, though. Close. Nicole, stop it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 200 pounds, Drake.
This Drake guy seems familiar, body-wise.
And his opponent from Hong Kong, China, weighing in at 130 pounds, White Tiger.
German suplex. Drake, of course, trying to go toe-to-toe with the White Tiger. Seriously? I think Super Mega Dragon needs a win after this. reversals.
Oh, baby.
Grand Chancery. It's the Grand Chancery. I recognize those moves. I recognize those moves. Frog splash. 1, 2, 1. He's going right to the top again. Oh, leg drop. He falls down away from the ropes. My Tiger's got nowhere to go. Tiger breaks the hold. Got 1, 2, 3, third time. He's got him. Drake just defeated White Tiger.
Here is your winner, Drake.
Bye. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Nicole?
No.
I'll go put the dinner on.
Okay. Honestly, surprised she didn't try that. She hadn't tried that sooner.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the prestigious Women's Championship.
He's wyvern.
Introducing the
Dragon
challenger
season.
from parts unknown,
Mickey's
the
saying new
queen.
gear, new superstars, I guess.
Introducing the champion from Canada. She is the prestigious
You know, both these people have been trying to prove themselves in some capacity. Emma recently had to come out of her cousin's shadow. And... Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting start. Oh, figure four. The figure four locked in. Wyvern wins! Wyvern has become the women's champion!
Here is your winner and new prestigious women's champion, the Queen.
Oh then. Super Mega Dragon.
Whoa.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Dragon Heritage Pro Wrestling World Junior Championship.
And here comes Super Mega Dragon. Now he told Imperial Dragon he could beat the guy in 1 minute.
Hi. Mine. Okay.
Elgin Castle. Okay, I want this one. Now let's see if he can last a minute.
Introducing the challenger.
And little dragon. Super mega dragon. You got a few good hits in. Yeah, I think a minute has passed. Ooh. One, two, three. Elgin Castle wins. Oh, this is embarrassing. Little dragon. He had scouted the finishing move the first time, but not the second time.
Here is your winner, and still Dragon Heritage Pro Wrestling World Junior Champion, Elgin Castle.
Okay, let's go.
The following
The
contest
Phantom.
is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Phantom. And his opponent from England, weighing in at 230 pounds, Big Mick E.
The Phantom will take it to Big Mickey. And there we have it. Mickey has defeated the Phantom. I wish Michael was here now. Oh, we've got a comment from Ian. Go Mickey!
Here is your winner, Big Mick E.
That's that pesky Phantom Zoid in a way that Mickey never thought possible. Beating him up until he left. Well.
Mommy. On.
Oh, for the main event of the Dhpw, the New Blood side of the show, let's have ourselves a little bit of Imperial Dragon and King Kirijo. Let's have it. It's I'm pretty sure I. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me just go. Hello, Ian.
Hello.
Hey, so you missed the Dragons debut.
Oh.
Well, interesting update, by the way, from it. Serpent and Worm lost in the first match, but they went 30 minutes with the high class. So they wrestled They wrestled William Williamson and Ivo, and they only barely. Well, it took a long time for them to win, but they busted them up quite a bit. Drake defeated White Tiger. Wyvern defeated Emma Hill and became the New Blood Women's Champion.
Awesome.
And Mega Dragon went into battle with Elgin Castle and was defeated after a running crossbody. I mean, of course he was. And as you just saw, Mickey just defeated the Phantom. Because I am a fucking Phantom!
Don't lie to me, Christine.
Oh, good lord. Well, I'm honestly glad, I got to have the guys on a show. I've been wanting to do something with the Dragons for a bit, and I thought, hey, Big Mickey thinking letting the new year, new mat, maybe new champions here and there. So yeah, Super Mega Dragon kind of did the worst out of all of them. Because of course he did.
Yeah.
But everyone else did well. I mean, even though Serpent and Worm really kind of lost, a half-hour match with the Tag Team Champions is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Might even get a rematch.
Oh, did you include Drake?
Oh, Drake's already had his match.
Alright.
Yeah, Drake wrestled White Tiger and made him tap out. So, yeah, everyone so far has done more than Mega Dragon has.
The following contest is a steel cage match. On the way to
And I
the
thought,
ring.
hey, let Born to be Mild main event the New Blood part of the show.
And the
To be honest, this is my second video today. The first one was the first impressions for a friend of mine.
Alright.
Because they've released a gacha game for the PS4, believe it or not,
Alright.
called Genshin Impact.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like Breath of the Wild, except it's a gacha game.
How it go?
Okay, and what? Sorry, what? Sorry, what did you say, Ian?
How'd it go?
Well, I actually
How
enjoy
did
the
it
game.
go?
What, the game? Oh, it's actually pretty good. It's good. It's just the gacha side of it. Like, it's not like the the ones online where, oh, you didn't get a certain character, therefore you can't progress through the story. The game gives you a bunch of characters as part of the story.
and their
It's just that everybody wants one particular character.
400.
But on the PS4 version, you can't actually re-roll, so you've got a very low chance of getting them. The character's called Mona, and people only want her because she's got long black hair and is wearing a body stocking. That's the only reason anyone wants her.
Hi.
Because like she offers no real advantage per se, but also the gacha system gives you weapons as well, so that kind of sucks. But the voice acting's good. It's a big ass world, and well, I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but at least this one doesn't have, you know, destructible weapons. That's the only advantage. That's the only real advantage I'd give it over Breath of the Wild, is that at least the weapons don't. Oh wow, Seb's beating up Imperial Dragon. What the fuck?
Oh wow.
He just threw him against the cage. Born to be Mild is standing tall. Oh wait, no. Pete is getting. Pete. Oh. Yeah, Born to be Mild are hanging in there. I can just imagine Mickey going, "You want to play on the? You want to play at the club? Let's see how you do in a steel cage match."
Yeah.
They really want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Seb is really wailing on Imperial Dragon. Oh, no, Imperial Dragon's had enough. Yeah. The dragons have had their fun. Wait, no. Okay, it's really hard to tell who's getting an advantage at this point. The dragons are really putting them over.
Ow.
Ooh. Out, and yeah, King Karijo is looking to get out. King Karijo is almost out of the cage. Oh wait, no, Pete's going up to get him. Pete's got him. Wait, no, he hasn't. King Karijo is out of the cage. Oh, and now Pete is up. Pete is up. Pete is out of the cage. Pete's out. Yeah, Pete is out of the cage. Imperial Dragon is going down. Oh, Imperial Dragon is out of the cage and... Oh, Seb's the last one in. Oh, poor Seb. And Seb's just standing at the top of the cage like, shit.
Now they're never going to get to play.
Hey, they put up a good match. They put up a very good showing for what was essentially a joke match.
Yeah.
It's just that Pete climbed out of the cage, Seb didn't. And there he is, Imperial Dragon, out of the ring.
Are your winners, the Dragon and the Dragon.
We'll find out.
Yeah, wrestling wise, don't really have much to say on what's been happening lately, to be honest. Raw had a Legends night where apparently they're very mad at Mustafa Ali for basically telling the truth. He basically said nobody wants Hulk Hogan out here again after 40 years going, what you gonna do again? To do nothing. And most of the Legends were just people that were already on the show. Like Ric Flair and Big Show. Apparently Alicia Fox counts as a legend. The Boogeyman turned up. The show was mostly dominated by these things. Oh, and Goldberg cut a promo he wasn't supposed to on Drew McIntyre. Because of course he did. Let's see. What titles of who holds what on DHPW these days? Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, Wyvern is the women's champion. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, that happened, I guess. The Fun Brothers 2020. Hi. So, let's have ourselves Marty McGregor. It's New Year. Let's have some fun. We haven't really done much with, Marty McGregor in a while. Yes, hon, I hear you. Let's put him in Mickey's club, because let's face it, I'm loving Big Mickey's Club. I was thinking of what to do for New Year's, and I thought, for the new year, and I thought, hey, Big Mickey's an ass that would, have people celebrating his club during a global pandemic. Because let's face it, of course he would. And if you remember, the US title was last held around Hank Boyle. Yeah. Before he lost it to Johnny Thunder, who has now gone missing, but will probably be returning as Matalan Boy as a Pervert Joe. Yeah, Pervert Joe was basically a less jokey version of... Oh, hello, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie, you missed the Phantom's debut. Boo on you. Boo on you, sir. It's okay, it was basically Big Mickey wrestling him. But you are in time for Marty McGregor. So, yeah, how far behind are you on WWE's programming at the moment, then?
I basically just watched pay-per-view and I haven't picked it up since.
Well, the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns is defending his title against someone who's not even an active wrestler, so that's your precedent.
Okay, who is this?
Basically, I'll build it up for you so you have some hope. They had a gauntlet match where everyone thought Rey Mysterio was going to be the gauntlet babyface, but he was eliminated got rid of Sami Zayn very quickly, so he thought, yeah, this guy is going to be the de facto face. Then he's eliminated right away by Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura lasts the entire match, but then he's beaten up at the end by Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, and the spot for who's going to face Roman goes to Adam Pearce. So yeah, it's Roman Reigns versus Adam Pearce at Royal Rumble.
Right. Okay. I'm not unenthusiastic for that. I've heard Adam Pearce is pretty good, but he's not going to win, is he?
He isn't, no, because the entire point of the thing was that Roman Reigns apparently has nepotism powers. So he can basically organise what he wants. So they basically force Adam Pearce into the match, even though he's a de facto authority figure, effectively. Then basically made sure he beat Shinsuke, who turned face during the match, by the way.
Yeah.
And basically had him go on to become number one contender. Goldberg is the number one contender for the WWE title, even though his reasons for why he's doing it make no sense. Hello! Oh, Seb! Oh, you missed the Phantom's debut! And here's the United States champion, Marty McGregor. That's right, champion of the entirety of the United States. Like, went to every single state and went, I'm your champion now! I'm your champion now! Right, I got them all to agree, so let's make one belt to say I rule all of them. Why didn't you say the Phantom was debuting? Because you never asked. I mean, Seb and Pete just had a cage match, which they almost won. That was terrifying. Yeah, Seb and Pete almost beat the English World Champion. It's okay, we can probably have him have another match. Oh yeah, you might have noticed I've redone Brody McCarthy, so he's not as over the top now. Yeah. And here we go, Marty McGregor, who is totally not Ollie in any way.
Except in the ways that he is.
Oh.
Why would you say that?
Exactly, because he isn't.
Of course he's not Ollie.
I mean, he does have a weird thing that makes him attract Scott Steiner for some reason. Wait.
Scott Steiner pisses everyone off.
Wait, it's over? Marty McGregor was just beaten. Ian sounds like the booming voice. Yeah, because Ian is the voice god.
Here is your winner, and
Okay, well, for Seb's sake, I know he's already had a match, but let's have the Phantom in another match. Yeah, just for Seb's sake. The Phantom.
That match was a fluke. Unless Martin McGregor deliberately threw the match.
Who knows? You okay, Ollie?
I think so.
Okay. As long as you're okay. You know what? Let's have Jerry out here with Big Mickey.
It's funny because sometimes she doesn't bother with her drinks, but you give her some cordial, she's like downs it all.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go then for Seb's benefits. The Phantom versus Jerry, and I know it says Ollie J, OJ Johnson, but there is a reason for that. I just know that somewhere out there, Ollie's just sitting there, and Scott Steiner is waiting with a pipe.
Yeah, I know. But she did get a text when she was on the
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, the last few days have been an absolute frozen nightmare.
Yeah.
Why is everyone like passing you in the street singing, "Let it go, let it go"?
No. They say that when I'm looking angry at someone and I've had a feud with them for a very long time. But no, basically what's happened is that all the services that were supposed to resume... Oh, it's the Phantom! The Phantom of the Oprah Suite is here! Inside this club!
Out of his mind.
Out of the basement. Out of the Oprah Suite. Inside this ring. The Phantom of the Oprah Suite is here. Inside this ring. I can just imagine him being like, right, you've got to earn your keep in this club, so you're going to go out there and wrestle.
And you owe me some rent.
Yeah, you know, we could never redo that scene with the whole throwing the wallet and him catching it. Now he needs to fight the Frenchman.
I'm working on that.
And here comes Jerry, and Jerry is walking. And look at Big Mickey in the back, like, that's right, I cured him, I am Jesus. Although really, it's just O.J. Johnson disguised as Jerry. They look identical.
Wearing the same outfit.
Though O.J. Johnson hasn't been seen since he's absolutely Big Mickey forced someone to attach strings to his legs. Hey, Ian, we got rid of Hank Logan, but our logic is still here. So basically, Jerry's on strings. What about when he goes under the rope? Oh, and Jerry doesn't know how to swallow water. Here we go. Nope. And the Phantom really wants to earn his keep to stay in that basement.
Hi, see.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
Have you seen Joe Hendry's video where he does the Eminem song "Stan" to McDonald's?
No.
He does an entire song where he's basically upset that McDonald's is shut down in Scotland, so he keeps threatening them with that he'll just go to KFC. There's no Mackies, I'm wondering why, and it's all Ronald's fault. Oh wow, the Phantom's going straight for Jerry's legs. Ooh. The Phantom's really going for Jerry's legs. He really wants to put him back in that chair. Oh yeah, Ollie, we've been watching a lot of Brental Floss lately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he turned up in a JonTron video for 5 seconds and it was weird. He was playing a psychotic version of Mr. Clean. To be fair, I've seen him play a deranged version of, well, Captain Crunch, I think. Also, I saw the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yes, it's good, wasn't it?
I never thought for a second that guy would be like Pegasus, but now I see it.
You're not the first person to tell me that.
Not just that. Have you noticed that people who hack into Kyber Corp seem to all have an accent?
Yeah.
Whether it's camp, a ridiculously over-the-top over-pronunciation, or constantly overusing an S. Holy crap, Jerry just hit the Michinoku driver. Since when? I've been pushing the chair, brother. Jesus! I've never seen Jerry this active. It's okay, I'm already going to be working on Pervert Joe at some point. Well, who will basically become Pervert Joe.
Yeah. I'm going to work on the Frenchman.
Okay, I'm going to do a new version of... I'm going to do Large Ricky at some point. I mean, it's not going to be that difficult. It's basically just an inverted version of Big Mickey, really.
We make him look like who he was supposed to be.
Too. Bye.
Hey, hon. What's up?
That bitch Jenny
Yes?
got in touch with Neil, which is rare.
Okay.
Turns out she's just been diagnosed with some very difficult to pronounce thing.
Okay.
That runs in families.
Oh.
So there's a chance she got it from Dad.
Oh dear.
So I have to phone tomorrow to the doctors and see about trying to get a blood test organised.
Okay.
They've already told the doctors on Dad's case that they've just been informed about this.
Okay.
So I believe Dad will be getting tested. Margaret is going to get tested, but she said she went through the symptoms and stuff, and
we can talk about the details a bit later.
yeah.
Okay.
So anyway,
All right.
Dad's doing pretty good.
That's good.
He's had another sugar bout.
Oh dear.
But other than that, he's not deteriorated. He's doing about the same.
Good. Well. And there you go, Seb. I hope you liked the Phantom.
The Phantom tapped out.
The Phantom tapped out. I mean, to be fair, he did have a match earlier where Big Mickey basically kicked him in the face over and over again. And now they've got to get those strings off Jerry's legs. The Phantom of the Oprah Suite is down inside the ring. The Phantom of the Oprah Suite is here inside this club.
Seth hadn't actually seen Phantom of the Opera when he conceptualised that.
Of course he didn't.
No, sweetie, that's yours there.
So yeah, Hulk Hogan doesn't get that why people don't like him. I find that hilarious, and also just how self-aware he isn't.
Yeah, the thing that I've seen most in response to that is him saying, I think it's because they don't know enough about you. And everyone else says to that. No, I think it's because they know exactly enough about you.
The problem is Hulk Hogan is part of an era where that's just been documented quite a lot, and one of the problems I mentioned a while back was literally that most of the people who did have to spend their time with him are unfortunately passed away, leaving only people who are basically suck-ups to it, like, you know, the Nasty Boys or Jimmy Hart. I'm sure Cornette would have a few interesting things, but then again, Cornette hates everything. He apparently now seems to be on a thing against The Miz. He feels that he's had enough time watching The Miz pretend that he's a wrestler. He said John Morrison's good, it's just that The Miz is just some idiot who's pretending that he actually knows how to be a professional wrestler. I mean, I agree. I mean, What Culture was called out a couple of weeks ago because they made a list of the most boring wrestlers and a lot of people didn't agree with it. I mean, I agree The Miz is boring.
Yeah.
I think saying criticising him for pretending he's a wrestler is a bit hair splitty.
Look, I get where he's coming from. I get where he's coming from. Ultimately, The Miz, he's not really good at anything in particular. I mean, he's a safe worker and everything, and the whole argument of, oh, but he works safe, so he's been able to extend his career. Yes, but his career is boring. He's not interesting to watch. He never does anything interesting unless he's around John Morrison, whom he's dragging down with him, or when his balls drop for 5 minutes and he starts squealing on top of his voice that he's not being treated seriously. That is literally the highlight of The Miz's career. That and being the third wheel in his own match. He was the third man in his own one-on-one match. Also, apparently Vince McMahon is very, very high on Matt Riddle. I think it's the whole thing, like when he came on SmackDown and he's trying to start a new entrepreneurship on bro-nouns. Yeah, because literally his entire thing is saying bro and kicking people a lot. Matt Riddle, the bald guy who took over England in the 90s for 6 months.
What?
I don't know. Seb's puts Matt Riddle, the bald guy who took over England for about in the 90s for 6 months.
Alright, that's a Voldemort reference.
Oh yeah, I watched a few BoJack videos. There's been a thing that's been dissecting every episode, and it's actually been pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
He did the episode where Sarah Lynn dies recently.
Right.
It was mostly pointing out that BoJack is just being selfish and just is only looking for gratification for himself and isn't really sorry for anything that he does.
Yeah.
And how he's not even understanding that he's doing more harm than good when he tries to make amends, because he's not trying to make amends to help them or anything. He's doing it to make himself feel good, and how he's basically making making Sarah Lynn suffer. And there was the big dissection that you expected of the whole. No, she never. It's not necessarily a oh she would have died anyway thing. Saying that's a shallow way to look at the episode.
Yeah, I mean, any day, like, we know Sarah Lynn was planning
Look, the only person. Look, that argument only works for Bojack because it's what Bojack needs to think for himself to make himself feel better. Okay, he needs me to see a picture, apparently. My reaction to a picture. Okay, send it through a chat and I'll have a look. Okay, hold on. Just gotta wait for it to load. And oh yes, I sent those pictures as backgrounds. I don't get it, but it's funny. But yeah, I'm not really following Jim as much as I used to anymore. But I haven't really followed him since the NWA incident. No, Jim Cornette. You know, the famous Jim, the Jim who's famous for being loud and obnoxious. The Jim who's famous for being fat, wearing glasses, and the Jim who hates Vince Russo.
Does Sterling hate Russo?
I don't know. I don't know if he hates Russo. Because generally the opinion I'm getting of everyone else around... Look, the only thing I know of everyone else when it comes to Russo is that the general consensus is that Russo was terrible in the long run, but he did have some good ideas. Vince Russo, but you know, Jim is content that Vince Russo, Paul Heyman, and several others are basically psychopaths, are basically all monsters and everything. And of course, my respect went down for him when he blocked Brian Zane for the stupidest of reasons.
Yeah, he was talking about it.
Yes, I know. I watched the video again this week just to remind myself and remember that Brian actually is hurt by it more than you'd expect, because his entire career when he was a manager, he based himself off Jim. He even said Jim himself was a comedy wrestler. I mean, how are you supposed to take a guy whose entire gimmick was his mom bought his way into the business seriously?
Yeah.
Jim has always been a comedy wrestler and been part of comedy wrestling. That's kind of his entire bit. But he gets upset over something that honestly doesn't make much sense as to why he'd be upset, he should know that wrestling started from the circus. That's kind of how things were. That's kind of how it started. That's where carny things came from. Where does he think the term like mark or jobber comes from? Certainly not from the message boards. He's also under this really weird thing that he thinks that everyone wants comedy, when they see comedy wrestling with Orange Cassidy, that they want all wrestling to be like that. No. It's good to have a perfect blend. I mean, I love the Young Bucks doing their silly shit. I love Kenny Omega's stuff. Speaking of, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Omega, because the way they started the year was amazing. I mean, we got the Bullet Club, kinda.
The Bullet Club, kinda.
Well, Tama Tonga apparently isn't very happy. Basically, the entire thing was literally that Kenny Omega was beating up Jon Moxley. Moxley basically was getting the upper hand, and then Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows turned up and basically helped him beat him and several of the AEW roster up. But then the Bucks came out, had a little argument with Kenny Omega, then rescued him from, I think, Brian Pillman Jr. and a couple of others. And then they all put the Too Sweet up. Also, Don Callis is there, and quite frankly, I don't like it, Don Callis being there.
Yeah.
For the same reason, really, I don't like Taz being there. I think he's doing... Don Callis is basically this guy who... He came in as a commentator because he's part of the creative team for Impact Pro Wrestling, but he's been on AEW for a bit, and he's taking credit for a lot of the Omega... Yeah, that's Don Callis. If you don't remember him... He was in 90s WWE. If you remember the old Adam Blompier lists, he's the guy whose car the Hardy Boys destroyed for, to pay off their wrestlers' court thing because the acolytes didn't like him.
Right.
Yeah, that's literally about all there really is to Don Callis. But he's pretty much not letting Kenny Omega talk at all, which is annoying. But yeah, they've reformed they've basically brought a bit of the Bullet Club around. Also, Snoop Dogg is around again, so I'm sure Sasha Banks is going to suffer in some capacity.
Yeah.
No, AEW really needs to sort out its women's division. Sort it the fuck out.
I'm sure WWE has plenty of people who'd be happy to help.
Well, at the moment, the only thing that's keeping the AEW's women's division going, because to be fair, a lot of its roster are away because of the whole lockdown. But NWA has been sending its people over.
Yeah.
Never forget that Sasha Banks saved Baby Yoda.
Yeah, she's in The Mandalorian.
She had a dream. Had a dream I was a million. Yeah, I remember that being a thing. I did read an interview with the guys who made The Mandalorian, by the way.
Yeah.
It was basically they had the usual questions of how they did the show, and they said that one of them's a big Star Wars fan, but ultimately isn't good with the lore. The other one is basically a massive lore nut. So they worked well together on the entire project together.
Right.
And they asked how much influence Disney actually has on the show, and apparently not a lot.
Yeah. It's funny to me how everyone blames Kathleen.
No, funnily enough, she was brought up.
She does exactly the same job for The Mandalorian, and they don't credit her with that success.
Well, they did say when they asked about Kathleen Kennedy's input, they said she did come in and want them to do a load of things, but they pretty much told her no. Their conditions for doing the show was they wanted it to be done a certain way. So her input on The Mandalorians, where it fits and everything, is kind of non-existent with them. They just kind of do it the way they want.
I suppose.
Well, again, I'm only going off what their interview said, and their interview literally said the direction kind of just no one has any real say over the direction apart from them. I mean, I hear good things about The Mandalorian. Also heard they're pretty much redoing the entirety of Galaxy's Edge to include a lot of it.
Most of the time, producers aren't involved in the writing process. So, I'm a rare exception.
Oh yeah, they put They put season 4 of Mitchell and Webb up on YouTube.
Oh, did they?
I watched a few of them. I love their intro about how they wanted to redo the show and everything. Yes, we came out here with our so-called jokes. Oh, ha ha. No, they really were jokes. Oh, right, yeah, they were. Well, by the time we had got it done, you know, we had already written the show. Yeah, I've heard about the new High Republic. I thought that was a joke to begin with. But I think it's because my mind was the way it was, and I thought it was something to do with stoners.
The High Republic.
Let's just not mention any of it around Jack. I'm sure he has an opinion.
Well, everyone whose opinions I respect says it's great.
I don't know who those are, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, Star Wars YouTubers whose opinions I respect.
Again, don't know who they are, and not really a Star Wars guy, so I'm in literally no place to judge.
Well, I'm not going to back it up. Unless I read it.
With comic books, I just tend to don't trust anything from DC and Marvel at the moment. They're in a weird phase. I never really, you know, that's the thing. You'd think with me watching as much Mitchell and Webb as I do, and loving David Mitchell's, you know, straight man character in general, I'd go and watch it, but I haven't actually gotten round to it.
Have you seen Upstart Crow?
No.
No, that's got David Mitchell in it. It's David Mitchell as Shakespeare.
Oh, I think I've seen one of them where he's getting mad at college professors on whether or not his work was sexist or anything, and he goes, yeah, it probably was, because that's how it was back then, and that's the kind of thing. If my stuff was written at this time, it would probably be different. And he goes, but what people need to understand is that I've been dead.
Duh. I lived in an age where women were literally male property.
The thing that these people need to understand is I've been dead for hundreds of years.
If I were alive today, I'd probably knock it off in a short rap. But I'm not. I'm dead, and it's about time the people setting the A-level syllabus work that out. Now, fuck off and let me rest in peace.
Yeah, it's also got You're a Greyjoy in it.
I mean,
yeah,
I've seen
she's
oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean, in Game of Thrones she was a total badass, but in Upstart Crow she's a sweet little cinnamon bun.
Yep, they brought up Game of Thrones recently in a review of the Authority, saying like WWE had watched Game of Thrones but didn't understand. You know, maybe they needed to add some nudity or something. I'm just saying.
Isn't it remarkable how no one's talking about Game of Thrones anymore already?
Yeah. I mean, it's used in passing because it's recent enough that it can be talked about in recent passing, but not really talked about as religiously as it used to be.
I mean, Star Wars gets argued about all the time, but everyone just kind of agreed that the ending to Game of Thrones was bad and then moved on.
Yeah, I've seen enough.
Talk about it again when the next book comes out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the nuclear launch codes, and all I had to do, and in return, I got to write the ending for Game of Thrones. You bastard! That's a joke I've heard recently.
Jon Snow transforms into the Northern Titan.
Why not? I mean, funnily enough, you know what comic book is actually selling ridiculously well, and I mean in terms of actual comic books?
Yeah, what?
Power Rangers. Like the original, like comics based on the original, like the original ones.
What, Super Sentai?
No, I mean like the original Power Rangers, like the original dinosaur ones.
You mean Mighty Morphin?
Yeah. Basically, that has got its own comic series that's been going for a while, but that's outselling literally everything that Marvel and DC are doing. And oddly enough, it's coming from the one publisher that probably can't afford to fuck up.
Really?
IDW. The company that's like several $1 million in debt literally bought the Sonic franchise to make comic books out of for the sole purpose of saving their company, and it hasn't done any of that. And Transformers was apparently going to end, but now it's continuing because they need it to. And Power Rangers apparently is doing well, and I only know it's still a comic book because I still remember that thing where Batman's on the cover of one of them going, "To hell with you, Justice League, I'm joining the Power Rangers." And I thought it was a joke until I realised it was a real comic.
No.
So the Power Rangers exist in the DC Comics universe?
Well, this is the weird thing, you see. Marvel and DC hand their stuff over to IDW sometimes. I mean, there's been a Marvel version of Miss Marvel and there's been an IDW version of Miss Marvel. I know that makes no sense, but Disney just literally gave Star Wars has given Star Wars to like 3 or 4 different comic publishers, so not really that unbelievable, really, is it?
No, not really.
Though nothing is going to beat that whole thing of Darth Vader shooting randomly, screaming Skywalker.
No, Nicole. You're meant to eat your dinner.
Skywalker. Skywalker.
Here.
There's Skywalker. There's Skywalker too.
That is also Skywalker. There's Homer. There's Homer. That is also Homer. So I've got Yakuza 0 installed again. So I'll probably get.
It just installed.
I know. I just need to make sure I got the update file installed and everything as well. You know, that's the only real big bit, and that was done in a few minutes. I was able to do my short first impressions of Genshin Impact in that time.
Yeah.
I was giving a go on what is basically a PS4 gacha game.
Yeah.
And rolling my eyes at the entire thing, but also being very impressed in the fact that basically the summons aren't even essential. You can literally just get through the game and go through the story and do everything without them.
Oh, I just watched the business in Yakuza 7.
Now, about that. My version came with a download code that gave me the DLC pack for that. Really, all it does is give you access to the employees of Kiryu, Majima, Saejima, and a couple of others. But I will say, doing it is worth doing. Yeah. I did get the Daiichi edition, but mine came with an extra code as well.
So why would I have that?
No, you'd probably have to pay actual money. Bastards. But it is worth doing just purely to make the money that the game will give you. Also, you'll get Eri as a playable character.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do it because I had the first paycheck and it doubled my money in the party. So...
Also, you get a new move for doing it as well, the Essence of Orbital Laser. Which is literally what you think it is. You literally call an orbital laser to hit... You do the Mr. Garrison thing with everyone. You want to see real power? Take the shot. And you've got the summons as well, haven't you already? The Pound Mates.
Yep.
Can we laugh at the fact that the subquest was literally based around Adachi thinking it was about porn?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Also, have you gotten to the jobs yet?
Yeah.
Who have you assigned each job?
I can't switch to the ones... Well, I can't really switch to the ones you told me to yet because they haven't all been unlocked. But
well, for now, just give. You only really need to give Ichiban the foreman skill, and then switch away as soon as you've gotten it, because you get an ability just for switching to it, which will be useful when you go into the underground. Other than that, just give him the hero class and keep him there.
Yeah. Now, what are you saying about upgrading weapons?
Okay, well, the upgrade, you can... When it comes to weapons, there is a place later Adachi takes you to that can basically get you... where you can use the materials you get to make new weapons. The problem is that by the time you've spent money to make them there, you've already gotten better ones. So, it really isn't really worth doing. The only weapon I ever needed from there was the bastard soda, which was for the female character when she's an idol. But and if in terms of classes, you can't give the class you want to the homeless guy. Just give him the host bit. Give him the host job, because he gets some elemental moves from that alone.
Yeah, it hasn't been unlocked.
Oh, somebody should.
The bond system.
The what? Oh yeah, the bond system where you raise up their friendship and then go to Survive Bar and drink with them.
Yeah, and then learn more about things they did.
Also, you can do karaoke with them.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, the English versions of the songs suck.
Loses something in the translation.
Yes. I did the Butterfly song when I got Eri, and it's terrible.
I'm drinking out of the 4-star Dragon Ball Stein my sister got me for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
Steiner. Oh, and yes, Scott Steiner is alive, although apparently he's got to watch himself a bit more lately.
Well, he's alive, that's the main.
Well, he had that heart attack at the beginning of last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
I do like Brian Zane's description of him. Of course, Scott Steiner was going to represent America. Scott Steiner is the embodiment of America. He's loud, he's large, and he's pumped full of chemicals, allegedly. Scott Steiner Math is... Oh yeah, he also put Scott Steiner Math as the best promo ever. Scott Steiner Math. If you don't know what Scott Steiner Math is, go to Google and look up Scott Steiner Math. And if you know what Scott Steiner Math is, go and Google Scott Steiner Math again. Also, WWE are apparently pissed off with Mustafa Ali because he spoke out against Hulk Hogan in the Legends.
Oh, good lord.
Basically, on Raw Talk, he shit all over them and pretty much said that nobody wants Hulk Hogan here. Nobody wants him on television to hear another, let me tell you something, brother, and no one wants these people who can't even walk anymore to come out and take time away from those who actually can wrestle. He said, look, I get that these people paved the way for me, but when are you going to let me walk that path? To be fair, most of the legends that were on the show were just people that were already there every week anyway. Like Ric Flair and Big Show are already there. Oh, and Goldberg reacted. Apparently, they gave an explanation for why Goldberg cut the promo he did. The Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre match went longer than expected, and Drew didn't cut the promo where he disrespected the legends. So Goldberg's comments about him disrespecting the legends didn't make any sense. Also, Goldberg was a bit of a dick and made sure that Drew didn't get the last word, which is how it was supposed to go, apparently. Goldberg was supposed to shove Drew, and Drew was supposed to give him a Glasgow kiss. That never happened. But hey, we're back to Goldberg doing his usual thing of, well, basically beating up characters that he doesn't need to beat because, you know, he feels he has to.
He doesn't need to beat them because he's not a fixture anymore and can't do anything with the momentum.
The same reason Triple H shouldn't have beaten CM Punk. Yeah, I know. Because his literal reason for defeating The Fiend was down to, oh, I have to beat him because, you know, I'm a hero, so I have to beat him. To wit, I say, no, you don't.
I mean, no, that's why you have to lose. Because the Fiend, who will be there next week, could really use that bump.
Yeah, and Goldberg's only there short term. It's the same problem Brock Lesnar has.
Yeah.
I mean, Brock's problem is that he should never have a world title because he does he should never have the Universal title because it's a young belt and he's doing no end of damage to it. I mean, we don't want him having the WWE title just because, you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, again, we just never see the belt. The belt doesn't really have any value when it's not even there. Then again, I still stay with one of the reasons WWE sucks these days is, well, pretty much the same thing that Minoru Suzuki said. Because there's nothing special about any one of them. Well, it's like what he said about Jon Moxley. Is Jon Moxley a good wrestler? No. Is he talented in the ring? Absolutely not. Is he tough? Fuck no, he isn't. But he's unique and interesting, and that's what you need. Everyone in WWE is trained to act and wrestle exactly the same. I mean, for fuck's sake, they're sending Keith Lee down for, you know, to the Performance Center to relearn how to wrestle.
You don't need that.
Yeah, he's being sent down along with AJ Styles' manager, who, by the way, actually doesn't know how to wrestle. So it makes sense that he's being sent there, but apparently Vince McMahon doesn't like Keith Lee. Also, here's a question for you. Why does WWE keep Lars Sullivan employed?
No one knows.
No, he really doesn't make any sense as to why Vince would keep him around because he seems to be a lot more trouble than he's worth. I mean, to be fair, they brought him in. Well, yeah, but they brought him in, and then he did all those things came up where he was basically racist, homophobic, and sexist. So they had to. So you know, he took time off, but they said it was an anxiety attack. Then he came back, and they said, "Oh, he's cleared up all his issues." Then videos of him in a homosexual movie turn up, which adds some irony to some of his earlier statements. Oh, and also recently, he was caught on Instagram sexually harassing people. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. The last thing he did was go into someone's DMs and demand pictures of their feet. They told him to back off, and they were actually going to cancel any businesses they had with him because they didn't want to deal with him. So yeah, drop him. I mean, it's not like you can have him have his entire career be he's a big destructive monster when he's like smaller than most of the actual big men you have.
Yeah, his selling point is outdone by half of the roster.
It's the same problem that Baron Corbin had originally, because if you remember, Corbin's entire gimmick originally was, I hate anyone under 6 foot. But the problem was, you stick him next to Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, who basically are bulkier than him because they actually work out, so, you know, they are bigger than him already, and then you stick him against Braun Strowman, who dwarfs him completely. I mean, if you'd done a storyline where you had the big men ganging up on him because he was beating up the smaller people, to put him in a situation where, oh, so now you'll know how it feels to be the little guy, that'd be something. But they didn't have those plans. Oh no. I still love that. Just remember, this is the company that still thinks that still tries to claim that they had the Daniel Bryan thing planned out from the beginning.
No, they didn't.
Yes, Brian Zane made the joke. Yeah, and isn't it great that we had that plan all along? What? Oh, you know, our famous long-term booking, where we finally gave Daniel Bryan the thing. It paid off. No, none of your booking for the last 7 months actually indicated anything of that. In fact, it actually indicated the complete opposite. Look, just let me have this, okay? 2020's been a bad year. Look, the only positive thing I'll say about The Authority is it made 1 star. Well, 2 stars, but one of them was unintentional. Well, Seth Rollins was made a star through the Authority storyline. Daniel Bryan was made a star, we know, but it was completely against what WWE wanted. John Cena only didn't need the Authority and only did better after he was no longer involved with it. The Rhodes brothers didn't really get much. Roman Reigns never really got over while feuding with the Authority because they were trying to do a Daniel Bryan underdog story with a guy who literally got a job because of whose blood he has. And everyone else was just kind of there. Also, WWE ruined Hell in a Cells. Let's just get that out of the way. Hell in a Cell is supposed to be where feuds go to die, not where holograms turn up and not ending because the referee goes, ooh, that's too much. Look, I thought that the agreement with the Hell in a Cell was simple. We're going to let these 2 people fight until one of them is dead. Knock it off. Shush. So, Ollie, you're still waiting on Age of Calamity? God damn, I actually thought you had a copy.
No. I'm doing the episode 7 at the moment.
Ah. That's fair enough. I literally spent so much time on Age Calamity, I had to literally rip myself away from it just so I could finish Yakuza 7.
Right. Well, that'll be the next one, I think.
Oh yeah, it's worth it. It pretty much does what the first Hyrule Warriors did, but it also adds a load of the stuff that made, you know, Fire Emblem Warriors good. So they've gotten all the best parts out of it. I think it's weird that the best Dynasty Warrior games are the ones that don't actually include their own franchises, but, you know, Nintendo's. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I think it's funny that, you know, Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors are the best Warriors games in the last few years. Taking into account the you can't finish the bargain buckets you ordered. We should not have made this bargain. It wasn't Lyndon B. Johnson, was it? Take into account the mammoth and the Mass Effect. Mammoth and Mass Effect.
We should not have made this bargain.
Also, it seems like a lot of people are going to have to cut their contracts in other wrestling companies to come work for AEW at this point.
Yeah.
Apparently, Brian Pillman Jr. isn't allowed to work in any of the other promotions at this point, which is probably fine because he was pretty much wrestling Enzo Amore constantly.
Cut the contracts with who?
Any of the smaller promotions, they apparently, because now if these people want to work with AEW, they've now got to work exclusively with them.
Oh, that's a shame.
It is, but at the same time, also, funnily enough, recently, two people recently became free agents. Marty Scurll has recently left Ring of Honor, and rumours are that he might go to AEW to rejoin the Bullet Club. And Jay White of the actual Bullet Club had actually done a promo after Wrestle Kingdom, whereupon he pretty much said, fuck this company, fuck being here, I'm going, and everyone thought, oh, this is a storyline, and he's actually quit the company. And apparently Triple H is hearing a lot of good things about him, so we might see Jay White in NXT.
Mama.
I just don't think his gimmick will be allowed in WWE.
Right.
Breathe with the switchblade.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Also the fact that his finisher is basically Sister Abigail. Someone else uses that move. You can't have two people using the same move.
Bobbert.
Yeah, Muscle and Fitness Satan won't let it happen. Hey Ollie, do you think that Mr. McMahon is going to end up doing the whole Mr. House thing where he's just on a giant robot? He's got a giant screen with his face on.
I think so. When I play Fallout New Vegas, I just look at Mr. House every time.
I'm just saying I don't think that Vince McMahon's going to retire. He's not going to retire. Adam Blompier made that very clear. He's not going to retire. Bobbert. He's really disappeared recently.
Why does no one like me?
Don't. That was literally his last few tweets. It's probably not appropriate to do the whole "why does nobody like me" thing. The question should be, why does Big Mickey still have him?
Money, money.
Yeah, but he doesn't draw money.
No, but people paid to see the shit kicked out of him.
Ah, so basically the same reason they hired James Ellsworth. Oh, how thematically appropriate that actually probably is. You know James Ellsworth is blacklisted basically from the wrestling industry?
I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me.
Basically, he sexually harasses women constantly when he goes to wrestling shows. He never goes into the men's jet changing rooms. He's always asking when the women are turning up. He only wants to wrestle, he only ever wants to wrestle matches, that are intergender. Oh, and he also sent a picture of his penis to an underage girl. So he's pervert Joe. Yes.
Is the pervert
Oh no, Bobbert will be stuck playing his Nintendo chess. Poorly. That's a thing he does, by the way. He plays chess on a Nintendo board with himself, but doesn't actually know how to play chess. I was talking with a friend recently about which order to play the Yakuza games in, and I still keep saying Zero's a good place to start, but it does lose something. Well, Majima loses something with you knowing why he's crazy. I think it's a good place to start. Zero is one of my favourites. I mean, it and honestly Yakuza 4. Even if Yakuza 4 has by far the worst boss.
I mean, Yakuza 4 has several bosses.
Yeah, Yakuza 4 has like the worst last boss.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, if you've played Kiwami, and I know you have, Jingu sucks as a boss because his entire boss fight is literally him running away while a bunch of other mini bosses run at you. The last boss of Yakuza 4 is basically that, with a guy whose entire fighting style is built around only one-on-one fights and is not actually built for taking on crowds like everybody else.
Yeah.
Also, I love watching retrospectives of the series and showing the ending of Yakuza 1 and them going, pay attention to this homeless guy, he might be important later. And I go, that's Akiyama.
Mommy.
So you're liking Yakuza 7 so far?
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
The switch in gameplay style was an adjustment, but I like that.
It is something you'll get used to, and it does fit naturally, because at least the characters aren't standing in one place, they're kind of moving around a bit. Honestly, sometimes it's like watching a chav fight, because you know they're not actually going to hit each other, and they're just looking at each other like, you're starting, mate, yeah, you're going to go, yeah? Yeah, that's literally how I see. That's literally how I see the fights in Yakuza 7 before you do any moves. Oh, and just so you know, your character's job level, once it gets to level 30, that's it. They've learnt all the abilities that class will give them. Once the job skill is at 30, they've learned all of the abilities that. Yeah, well, they can still level up and get new stats. It's just that any new abilities you want, you won't be able to get them. But you can switch them out, and sometimes the characters will carry some moves over. Like so. For example, if you...
Acquisition said something about Yakuza 7 that I agree with, and I'm going to... it's like the people who designed the enemies in the game and the people who wrote the story didn't talk. Because, you know the bit at the beginning where Ichi is made homeless? And just says to all the homeless, why don't you just go to Hello Work? You know, you can get out of this with some elbow. And then he learns the hard way that no, it's actually not as simple as that. There are many reasons why they might not be able to just pull themselves up by the bootstraps. So it's a really very sympathetic and well thought out depiction of what it is to live as a homeless person.
Well, there's that, and you've also got to remember that Ichi
with someone called Hungry Homeless and Battle Bomb.
Well, just wait till you meet the trash bag carpers. But you've also got to remember that Ichi is in one of those. You've also got to remember that Ichiban is basically a guy who has never lived outside of the Yakuza.
Yeah.
He's never had anything, and if you see how he's basically stuck in two mindsets. Video games, because let's face it, the Pokemon and Dragon Quest references are all over the fucking place. And also just being the noble person, and also being being a Yakuza. I mean, look at how he handles collections. Yeah, I know this is uncomfortable and everything to look at right now. I'll still say Yakuza 7 is still one of the best. It's still. Shut up. It's still one of the best Yakuza games. It's certainly better than 3. I know that isn't hard. I like 3 as well, but 3's pace is basically dead. 3's pace is basically ruined by the orphanage, but the orphanage is also very important to Kiryu's character. My Twitch banner now is the picture Sam sent me. What? The picture of which one? The picture of all three, Seb, Pete, and Mickey.
I'm gonna check that.
All 3 of them. Yeah, I know the picture. Also, I'm not going to spoil anything for 7, but when it does reference the earlier games, it doesn't try and milk them, and I like that about the game. Like, they appear, but, you know, they're not really made a big deal out of them being there. Also, when you think about it, Kamurocho is used so much in these things, and yet it always feels new each time. Oh, and he's tapped out. He's finally given up his presidency of wrestling. How does President Patriot not wear trousers? What, Mr. Patriot? It doesn't matter now. He's just given up the presidency of wrestling.
Stop the count, sister. Oh.
There wasn't a count. That was the thing they said. He literally just tapped out. He gave up.
Hi, that's wrong.
Yes, but there are people. There are people who weren't in this arena who haven't seen the decision. I won that match by a lot. Well, that's the end of Mr. Patriot.
I encourage you all to storm the arena.
No, me.
No one's doing that. No one is doing that at all. They are looking at Sean Cage's well-defined man boobs.
And deciding that they want no part of him.
Look at it. Look, no, they want all a part of those manly abs. Look at them. God damn, you could grate shaved ice on those things. Just look at them. I want to motorboat them. Why is no one storming the ring? Because we're respectful of people's boundaries and we want to admire that hairy belly. Such man. Oh my god, the horny guy. The horn from the attic. The horn guy from the attack looks like a wrestling character. I don't know, big horned guy from Legend.
Tim Curry.
Oh god, don't. $5 wrestling was terrible. Freight train. Wrestling. I mean, what kind of tagline is wrestling so good it'll make your feet wet? It doesn't. Then again, I saw a wrestling match the other day that I thought you'd find that reminded me of you, Ollie. It was British strong style, aka Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven, versus another group which was two other people and also Tyler Bate, who'd agreed to tag with both sides. So it turns into a really weird handicap match every so often until one guy comes out and tries to merge them all with an axe. Oh, Seb's made a request for a match apparently. He wants the Phantom versus Jeffrey. Tell you what, let's have ourselves let's have a backstage let's have a no, let's not have a backstage brawl, it will just ruin a lot of it. Let's have a table match between the two. Oh wow, the Cedric theme is not good. Potter memes. Oh wait. Oh yeah, he spelt it the other way. Jeffrey versus Nicole. Stop it. The first ever table match in Big Mickey's Arena. Good God. Okay, I'm pretty sure Seb understands the entire basis of a table match, so I'm not going to bother explaining it. Also, I know you haven't watched NXT in a while, Ollie, but they brought some sports guy I've never heard of called Pat McAfee in.
Sorry?
Right. Basically, WWE recently brought in this football guy called Pat McAfee, who actually appears to be very good in the ring. He turned up on NXT, and now they plan to do nothing with him for the rest of his life. After having a literal fucking War Games match with him in.
Right.
Yeah, he's very upset about that. Also, apparently Vince McMahon isn't happy about Sting being with AEW, but there we go. And Vince's reasoning is he doesn't want anyone to have Sting's legacy. Except WWE. Oh, well, here comes Jeffrey. Well, it's Vince McMahon. He's crazy. He was Big Mickey before Big Mickey existed. The Phantom's wrestled 3 times tonight. What can I say? I guess Seb likes the Phantom. I guess you should be happy, Ian. Seb likes your creations.
Cool.
Seb likes your creations, apparently. The Phantom of the Opera theme accelerates. Hey. Nicole, calm the fuck down. Calm down.
But you don't need to be a badger.
Please. Yummy.
Don't lie to me, Christine. You are the Phantom.
Nah.
Why don't you sing to our band of two could grow?
Oops. I say.
He's trying to break his arm on the table. Biggie, oi, I need that table for the wake refreshments. Give it back.
How are we doing?
This is how Jeffrey wanted to deal with the Phantom. What, by throwing him into a table?
Boy, I need that table for the weight refreshments. Give it back. Right, almost set up for the night, but we're missing a table. I wonder where it is. The Phantom versus Jeffrey.
Oh! The Phantom won!
Oh, wow.
I wonder where it is. He hit a flapjack through the table. Now where is Christine?
The side of his face that has the mask on is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shop didn't have any of the other ones.
I don't have a mask for the inside of my face.
Because I am a fucking phantom.
Yeah, he's a phantom, he's got to wear a mask. Because I'm a fucking phantom. Was how I originally thought that would be said when we conceptualised that line.
Because I am the phantom. The fucking phantom. Hey Ollie, remember Link's Smash Champ, where for some reason Link was, you know, British?
And married to Chansey, yes I did.
Yeah, you can't find that anymore.
Nah.
Do you want to get back? Do you want to be put in the Pokeball? Do you want to be put in the Pokeball?
No, then get me by me.
Don't marry a Chansey, mate. Seriously, don't marry a Chansey. They'll get you around with their Chansey. But they are evil. Hey, do you know it's Zelda's 35th anniversary this year?
Yeah.
Apparently they're releasing. I think they're releasing Skyward Sword on the Switch.
Oh, fucking hell. They released the one game on the Switch that I didn't really care for, and
You didn't like Skyward Sword?
well, I never finished it, to be fair, so I'll be looking forward to that.
It's too bad. It literally explains Ganon. It literally is vital for understanding who Ganon is and why he keeps coming the fuck back.
I want Wind Waker and Twilight Princess for the Switch, and possibly Ocarina of Time. I know we can take or leave that one.
God, Wind Waker's depressing. Yeah, have you ever thought of them ever doing a Legend of Zelda where they finally where someone releases Ganon from the other world and he's just like miserable and just doesn't want to do it anymore? Yeah, exactly. I was talking with Liz about what if there was a thing where there's this ancient sealed evil and there's that one zealot asshole who always manages to release them just at the last minute, and then just as you think a big climax is coming, the guy's like, look, I really don't want to do this anymore. I've been locked up for so long. It sucks. I just want to go off to an island somewhere and just chill.
But sire, what about the subjugation of the unclean? What about it? Fuck it.
Oh yeah, I also found a YouTube animation thing. I think I noticed a few animators I like who've been commenting on it. This guy, one of them was, what if this happened in Scooby-Doo? And one was a GTA mission from the perspective of the NPC villains. And there was one where with an RPG thing where a guy accidentally kills a farmer because he hears RPG battle music. What the hell is that? That's my health bar. A health bar? Yeah, that's all enemies have it. All enemies, you say? And what about that guy I just killed? No, he was just an innocent pedestrian. He's probably just coming to you for help. And what about that gang of thieves? I'm sure they were just guys camping. It's Seb and Pete, and they're going to be in a ladder match. I can't imagine Seb Pete on a ladder.
Oh, what was that thing that you thought said something? Oh, I was watching Hulk Hogan vs Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam for a laugh, and JR said the words 7 Pete, and I thought he said 7 Pete.
Oh, God. You know, can we just trade Hulk Hogan and get Brody Lee back?
I know, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it?
Look, I would trade Hulk Hogan for so many people back. Hell, I'd trade Jimmy Hart just to get rid of that fucking megaphone and his squeaky little voice. Hey there, buddies! Hulk Hogan's still the best!
Ladies, will you give us a minute?
Oh, God. Look, when it comes to I mean, let's face it, when it came to managers, Bobby Heenan, Mr. Fuji, Paul Bearer, Jim Cornette, and Captain I know Lou. It's a bit later after the time, but James Mitchell.
And Captain Lou.
Oh yeah, I can't forget Captain Lou, the screaming demon. Hey there, knuckleheads! I mean, hell, I know that wrestling nowadays doesn't like managers or tag teams for some reason. Nick Cole, stop being Hulk Hogan. That leg drop will fuck your legs up. Seb and Pete fighting to get to play at the club. Yeah, that's their storyline, by the way. That's Seb and Pete's entire storyline. They're constantly fighting to try and sing at the club.
Yeah.
Yet no one's told them that during their entrance, why don't they just grab the microphone and start performing? Guardrails, Pete. Seb. To be fair, I like Wind Waker Ganon.
Yeah.
I like him because he actually does feel like he's matured or grown since the time he's been locked in the Sacred Realm. And it does sound like his it does even sound like his intention of what he actually wants to do is a noble aspiration. Until the king basically washes it all away and we get 2 spin-offs.
Yeah. Because his own timeline wasn't convoluted enough.
Well, all we know is if Ganondorf is a pig, it's the one where Link got killed. Although, to be fair, there is a 4th timeline they never really talk about.
And you brought friends to my coming out party.
Seriously, there's a fourth timeline that they never talk about because there's not really anything to go on with it. The timeline where Link goes back, where in Skyward Sword, where Link goes back to the present, uses the Triforce to basically have Demise killed before he can do his curse. So therefore, there's going to be no more Ganondorf. Exactly, but there is a timeline. There is a timeline where Demise was killed early on, so he couldn't curse Zelda and Link. So therefore, you know, that's it. Oh, Seb's trying to push that. Seb's pushed the ladder away. Poor Seb just hit a power bomb. Because Seb and Pete have a grudge with them because they don't care about Peter Gabriel's music. That's because I'm not Peter Gabriel. I'm Gabriel Byrne.
Oh no, he's still got his hands on the...
Oh, look at Seb and Pete trying to get rid of him. Oh, no, he just pushed Pete off. Oh,
that's right.
Oh God! Oh, they pulled them both off. Oh, Seb, Pete's bleeding. Oh! And Pete pushed him off the ladder. I'll give him credit. Seb and Pete are actually putting on a good main event. Okay, Big Mickey needs to give them a raise.
By which you mean actually start paying them?
Yeah, paying them in something other than beer tokens.
Legal tender. All right, I'll pay them in legal tender if I must.
Oh no, he's just hit Pete with a ladder. Oh wait, no. Pete's got the ladder. Seb. Holy shit, Seb and Pete. Come on, Pete, set up the ladder. Come on. Come on, Pete, you can do it. He's almost got it. 7 Pete have won.
Yes.
Dude, 7 Pete are the tag team champions. 7 Pete are the tag team champions.
Awesome.
After an amazing ladder match. See that, Hogan? That's how you put over young new talent.
I mean, what's next? Big Mickey winning the World Heavyweight Championship.
Don't tempt me. Look at this. Look at this moment. Pete is bleeding profusely and Seb has a title belt. There we go. 7 Pete's have joined the Hall of Tag Team Champions. I cannot believe what I'm even looking at right now. I'm surprised we don't have them playing air guitar with them.
7 Pete have achieved Nirvana, and Big Mickey's allowed them to have their Nirvana CD.
Really, Seb? Nothing about the whole fact that they are the tag team. Seb and Pete are the tag team champions. I just can't believe what I'm looking at.
I I never doubted them for a second.
Yes, you did. We all did. We never saw it coming.
One of their opponents remarked that Pet Shop Boys were overrated, and that was enough to give them a second win.
And by the way, Elvis is a bitch. Gah! Fine. Big Mickey can have his...
The Pet Shop Boy in front of Pete, he will end you.
Fine. Big Mickey can have his title match.
Is this the main event?
Yes, it'll be the main event since you made the suggestion. What's next? Big Mickey winning the world's title. Why not let Big Mickey try and book himself as the world champion? It worked so well for every other promoter. I'm hearing a lot of beeping. What's going on?
Phone on. Bye.
Watch the video. It's only short. Oh, okay. Right, okay, here we go. Big Mickey is going to go for the world's title. This will be hilarious if he wins. Oh yeah, I watched a video. I exposed Liz to Paul Bearer a little bit the other day.
Oh yeah.
It's I guess it's hard for people who don't understand the context to take him seriously because of the Mickey Mouse voice. He basically plays Satan.
Well, he did the Mickey Mouse voice to try and make The Undertaker laugh.
Yeah, but he was at a well, basically, Vince Russo did a Christian wrestling show at one point, and the first time Satan was played by James Mitchell, which actually makes sense. The second time it was Paul Bearer, or by his other wrestling name, Percy Pringle. So he's going around as the devil, trying to tempt people in his Mickey Mouse voice, doing things like, "You people endorse me, not with your words, but with your actions." He also tried to steal the soul of Jimmy Rave. Which is less funny now that we know that Jimmy Rave now lost his arm.
Against my Undertaker.
My Undertaker's gonna beat the shit out of you! Oh, yes!
Hi.
Did you say Jimmy Rave lost his arm?
Yeah, Jimmy Rave had to have his arm amputated.
Right.
What's all this I'm hearing about not wearing the purity rings? Oh. I just bought Star Wars. I own everything. I own the Tauntauns. I own Darth Vader. I own all that shit. Okay, so can Big Mickey become the world champion? It is written, therefore it's going to happen. Because I'm Big Mickey. And look at this, he's so tough he's wearing glasses in the ring.
But I will it. It is my will.
Oh, and Big Mickey is down. Oh, but he's not out.
Maybe.
And a German suplex from
Yay.
Mickey and his cowboy boots. Let's hope he doesn't use those spurs on anything else. Oh God, I love the Elton John episode of Star Stories. But I will it. It is my will. My God, sir, are you bald? Fuck off! What? So if they put the Frenchman in the German suplex, they go, oh, mon Dieu! Qu'est-ce que fuck? Sacre bleu! It is the Prince of Edinburgh.
Mommy, is it? Oi! Mama! The phone!
Oh, what's Mickey got? Oh, Mickey just threw him against the corner post. Oh my God, Big Mickey is the world champion.
Oh, wow.
So what? Do we just consider this that Mickey paid him?
Or he just actually won.
No, we are not
For the sake
David
of comedy.
Arquetting this.
Yeah, for the comedy's sake.
I found world champion and president for life of Mickey Land.
Here is your winner, and new.
Don't worry. Are you going to be okay out there wrestling an actual wrestler, Mickey? Don't worry, lads. I drugged his Swarfiga. Why? Well, there we go. Big Mickey is the world champion now. You do realise this means Mickey's going to have to wrestle on the show? Like, more frequently. Well, that's our show. Thank you for joining us, everybody. What a interesting end to the show it was. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.
Bye.